So Jamaica is known to have high rates of gender and sexuality-based violence. Popular artists such as Queen Ifrica, Buju Banton, had songs in their music that encourage violence against people who were homosexual. What are the contributing factors for this, and in what ways can we organize to combat this type of horizontal violence?
Right. I think that the intolerance that we see among Black people in Jamaica against homosexuals and queer people is it is something that we learned while being colonized. It's something that we learned through the forcing of Christianity on our people. And the sad thing is that most people don't even recognize that in taking that position, they're going against everything that is African. So I think people, they believe that they're, like people like Queen Ifrica and Buju Banton, they believe that they're promoting this righteous thing by asserting what men and women should do, but in reality, they're just further propagating these colonial myths. I think that the only way to combat that is with education. We need to expose people to the reality that, you know, African history and African people, African culture before colonialism did embrace same gender loving individuals and gender queer individuals. And I think that with that understanding, people will become more accepting.
Oh, well, thank you so much. All right.
Can I say something to that, Jheanelle?
Yes, please.
I really want to appreciate what Comrade Jheanelle just put forward. And I think that we have to constantly challenge at every turn, every conversation. Doesn't matter who it is. We can't allow the opportunity to educate our people to go by us. We can't accept in any way this idea that we should split the African nation based on gender, sexuality. I think we have to challenge it every single time we confront it with it. And I think it's very, in most cases, I think I've experienced that when I've challenged that, people have it's a very thin shell. You know what I mean? It's not really, ideas and the sentiment is not as consolidated as we might think it is, you know, because the reality is there's so much vitriol a lot of times that we see coming towards Africans who do not fit, as Comrade Rage said, this, you know, this view that of has been given to us by colonial society. We have all this vitriol, right? But it's really just I think something that's been promoted to keep us from looking at the real enemy. And when you can have so much anger or frustration that you can make whole songs about your brother or your sister, but you have no such stance around your enemy that's keeping you and your brother and your sister, you know, in this condition of poverty and violence and misery, then you're just really dealing with a certain level of insanity, really. I mean, if there's anybody that you should want to fight, if there's anybody that you should want to burn fire on, it should be your slaver.
It should be the colonizer.
It should be the colonizer. It should be the colonizer. It should be the colonizer. And when you put it to them in that way, most of the times that I've had that experience, you can't deny it. And sometimes it takes time for people to really sit on an idea, grapple with it, to sit with it, but we have to do it. We can't allow that to slide. We have to challenge it every single time that we're confronted with it.